YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. Today is Monday, and so we've missed the last two Mondays talking about the arcade content that I like to speak about, various different things every Monday. I really do like to dedicate my time spent on the channel creating content around the space of that hobby of mine that I just love. So the last 2 weeks we missed it because I got the new Samsung 77-inch S95C. And so like always, you know, when TVs come out, it's going to kind of shift things on the channel. But today I wanted to make sure that I was responsible in speaking to the newer subscribers that I did get that may have followed me based around like my Tayato content or my Chulix arcade content. And today there's some real important information I wanted to talk about. I actually have some content lined up for next week that I was going to put in position for today. But I had got a newsletter in my email about Rec Room Masters opening their business back up. And if you guys don't know who that or what that company is, it's a company that essentially makes arcade cabinets, right? So they kind of went under. I don't know all of the details. I'm not like, you know, affiliated or personally invested with them specifically to be able to speak about the logistics of their business. But I do know that they are back open for business online, taking orders and creating content catalog of pretty much upright machines is what they have right now. They don't have the sit down machines. Now on my channel years ago, I actually featured a couple of videos with me having the Vulix clone. Now this speaks really, really well to the whole, you know, centerpiece of me now having a Chulix machine, and I do plan on getting a Vulix in the future. But I got a sit down machine actually from a personal friend of mine. And so, you know, I was like, man, this thing was great. Now, the problem is when I went to order an actual control board for it to just make it more complete, I couldn't do it because this company was out of business. This is where the good news comes back in. And this is a great opportunity for anybody that might be interested in getting themselves a modern arcade, right? Because if you go after some of the older stuff, kind of like the Big Blue machines I have, all of that technology is going to take a lot of knowledge, a lot of research for you to be able to dive into so you can understand how it works. It's very confusing, to be honest with you. And unless you're into diving into like, you know, Reddit posts and Discord forums and things like that. Me personally, I'm not the fan of having to do that. It's not as plug and play as you may want it to be. So ordering a cabinet from them puts you in a position where you essentially get the woodwork. You get the full structure of an arcade cabinet, and what you can do is you can just put like a standard, more modern LCD monitor or TV panel inside of this. Use your console, use your PC, if you will, and go to work. Start playing some games. Now, right now, as I said on their website, and I know this much because I reached out to the group on social media, and I did tell them, I want a disclaimer here. I told them, I said, hey, look, if you're ever interested in doing some collaborative work, let's do it, because, you know, arcade stuff is what I do. Now, I'm not looking to get anything free, but, you know, I really do like the work that they have done from the cabinet that I have. But right now they only have upright machines. So that's going to be more of your traditional stand-up machines that, you know, people like me maybe grew up accustomed to playing. I used to play on tournaments on upright machines like my Big Blue. So these machines you can essentially stand up and play kind of like in an upright position, or you can get yourself a bar stool. These are full-size machines, though. These are not like the Arcade 1-Up Mini machines where they're going to be mushed and smaller, needing a riser. They have told me from our communication, we've had maybe 2 messages passed on Facebook that, you know, eventually there will be bringing to light more of the sit down machine. So this is going to be really comfortable for those, especially if they're looking for like a Vulix clone, something that's an alternative where you don't have to import it overseas, because the overseas import costs, along with the rarity of Chulix and Vulix cabinets, it can get very expensive. I don't know exactly what their sit down machines will cost, but they were somewhere in the ballpark of $500 to $700, depending on what option you had. And they have many options. Like I said, that stuff is coming later. And actually, let me correct myself. I actually read that on their website. That was not information that we discussed in the messages. In the messages, it was more so of a greeting, how you doing type of deal. Hey, nice channel. I'll let you know. I'll keep you on file if we do want to do any collaborative work. But I'm really excited. This is a great opportunity, like I said, for people that are passionate about arcade play and who want another alternative, right? Maybe you're not so good with woodwork like I'm not. And, you know, you don't want to get the schematics of builds and things like that and have to, you know, rely on someone cutting wood for you, or you doing it yourself if you don't have the skills or the equipment. This is a great website you can go to. They say that most of their products are made in the US, which I think is a great opportunity if you live in the States. You know, if this is, like I said, something you want to support, like more of a local business type of deal, you can do that. The shipping costs and everything look to be very reasonable in my opinion. Just knowing what it costs to get yourself like a real machine, it's pretty costly. Now, the only area of opportunity that I can see is that the layout of the controls seem to be your standard traditional straight across. You know, we're more accustomed now to playing with something that's going to be more comfortable for the way that we play in a modern setting. So that's an opportunity and maybe something that they're considering doing going forward, keeping in mind that most upright machines had straight buttons. So it kind of is what it is. With this being like American product, it makes sense that, you know, they have that same concept of like, you know, what we used back in the day when we played in arcades in America. I digress. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I do have links to their website down below. There's no type of affiliate purchase connection going on or anything, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm excited about this. I've never personally bought a machine from them, but I am looking forward to doing so in the future. However, I do own one from them, as I said, and it's been great. So if you guys are interested in that, I just want to know, you know, what your thoughts are. And I already have content that I'm producing right now for next week's video for Monday. So I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace. God bless. And as always say, Max love.